Lesson 23. I can escape from the world I see by giving up attack thoughts. The idea for today contains the only way out of fear that will ever succeed. Nothing else will work. Everything else is meaningless. But this way cannot fail. Every thought you have makes up some segment of the world you see. It is with your thoughts, then, that we must work if your perception of the world is to be changed. If the cause of the world you see is attack thoughts, you must learn that it is these thoughts which you do not want. There is no point in lamenting the world. There is no point in trying to change the world. It is incapable of change because it is merely an effect. But there is indeed a point in changing your thoughts about the world. Here you are changing the cause. The effect will change automatically. The world you see is a vengeful world, and everything in it is a symbol of vengeance. Each of your perceptions of external reality is a pictorial representation of your own attack thoughts. One can well ask if this can be called seeing. Is not fantasy a better word for such a process, and hallucination a more appropriate term for the result? You see the world that you have made, but you do not see yourself as the image maker. You cannot be saved from the world, but you can escape its cause. This is what salvation means, for where is the world you see when its cause is gone? Vision already holds a replacement for everything you see now. Loveliness can light your images, and so transform them that you will love them, even though they were made of hate, for you will not be making them alone. The idea for today introduces the thought that you are not trapped in the world you see, because its cause can be changed. This change requires first that the cause be identified and then let go, so that it can be replaced. The first two steps in this process require your cooperation. The final one does not. Your images have already been replaced. By taking the first two steps, you will see that this is so. Besides using it throughout the day as the need arises, 5 practice periods are required in applying today's idea. As you look about you, repeat the idea slowly to yourself first, and then close your eyes and devote about a minute to searching your mind for as many attack thoughts as occur to you. As each one crosses your mind, say, I can escape from the world I see by giving up attack thoughts about blank. Hold each attack thought in mind as you say this, then dismiss that thought and go on to the next. In the practice periods, be sure to include both your thoughts of attacking and of being attacked. Their effects are exactly the same because they are exactly the same. You do not recognize this as yet, and you are asked at this time only to treat them as the same in today's practice periods. We are still at the stage of identifying the cause of the world you see. When you finally learn that thoughts of attack and of being attacked are not different, you will be ready to let the cause go. Let's unpack this bold statement because, wow, Lesson 23 doesn't hold back. The only way out of fear? Not one way, not a way, but the only way. That's not casual language. Why? Because the course isn't interested in sugarcoating the problem. It's pointing to the root cause, your thoughts, and not just any thoughts, but specifically your attack thoughts. Why is this the only way? Think about it. What other way could work? If the world you see is a reflection of your mind, then fixing external circumstances is like trying to smooth out a distorted mirror without addressing the distortion. It doesn't matter how much you rearrange or control the world outside of you. It's still coming from the same cause, the beliefs and attack thoughts in your mind. If the mirror is cracked, the reflection stays cracked until the mirror itself is repaired. There is no point in trying to change the world. This is where people stumble. We're conditioned to think that the problem is out there. The bad job, the difficult person, the messy relationship, the broken system. Surely these things need fixing. But the Course says, no. The world is just the effect. It's spilled milk or crumbled cookies. You can cry over it, you can sweep it up, but it's still an effect. You can't change the spilled milk itself. But why was it spilled? Go there. Change the cause, your thoughts. And the effects, the world you see, will shift automatically. What is vengeance? The Course says, everything in the world is a symbol of vengeance. That's a heavy claim. But what is vengeance? Vengeance is the projection of attack thoughts outward. It's seeing the world as something against you. When someone cuts you off in traffic and you think they're so inconsiderate, that's a form of vengeance. It's taking an external event and projecting attack thoughts onto it. When the weather ruins your plans and you think, why does this always happen to me? That's vengeance too. Examples of attack, thoughts about a person. They never listen to me. Why are they so selfish? They're always trying to make my life harder. These thoughts aren't about the person, they're about your own mind projecting attack. About a situation. This meeting is going to be awful. I'm stuck in this dead-end job. Why does everything have to go wrong? About the world itself. The world is a mess. People are so divided these days. Things are only getting worse. Notice the common thread. These thoughts put you in opposition to the world. That's the essence of attack. You feel separate, isolated, and under threat. You are the image maker. This is the big one. You are the one making these images. The world you see isn't out there. It's your mind creating a picture, like a painter working on a canvas. But here's the catch. Most people don't realize they're holding the brush. We walk around blaming the painting, forgetting we're the artist. The first two steps and the final step. The first step is identifying the cause, your attack thoughts. The second step is letting them go. This is where your participation is required. You have to recognize your attack thoughts and consciously decide, I don't want this anymore. The third step, that's where grace steps in. The Course says the images of love and beauty are already waiting for you. They've already replaced the fearful images you've made. You just can't see them yet because your attack thoughts are in the way. The third step is not your job, it's already done. The moment you release the attack thoughts, the vision of love appears. Why are attack and being attacked the same? Because they both come from the same source, your mind. If you attack, you're projecting fear outward. If you feel attacked, you're receiving fear inward. But it's all fear. It's all coming from the same wellspring. Whether you see yourself as the victim or the aggressor, the root cause is the same belief. Separation. And that's why the Course treats them as identical. They're two sides of the same coin. Why escape the world I see? Because the world you see right now is a prison of your own making. Every judgment, every grievance, every attack thought reinforces the bars of that prison. Escaping doesn't mean denying the world or running away. It means changing how you perceive it. It means stepping out of the lens of attack and seeing through the eyes of love. The dirty window. Imagine looking through a dirty window. You see the world outside as dull, grimy, and unpleasant. But is the world really like that? No, it's just the window that's dirty. Clean the window, your mind, and the world transforms. The shadow on the wall. A child sees a shadow on the wall and thinks it's a monster. But the monster isn't real, it's just the shadow of something harmless. Attack thoughts are the same. They create terrifying shadows, but when you turn on the light of truth, the shadow disappears. Final reflection. What attack thoughts are you willing to give up today? Is it the belief that someone wronged you? The frustration with the weather? The disappointment in yourself? Whatever it is, remember, the world you see is just the effect. The cause, your thoughts, can be changed, and when you change the cause, the effect changes automatically. Let's not try to fix the crumbled cookies. Let's go deeper. What was the cause? And are you willing to let it go? Because when you do, the Course promises, loveliness lights your images and transforms them that you will love them, even though they were made of hate. What say you, mighty companions?